Before we get into today's video, I did want to let you guys know that this video is for educational purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comments section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know. Y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope you have all had a wonderful weekend, especially my friends in Louisiana. It is actually Sunday right now and it is storming. If you guys don't know, I am in Florida and Hurricane Ida is currently making landfall on the coast of Louisiana right now. And I have family and friends and so many of y'all that live there. I hope that y'all are evacuated. I hope that everybody is safe and I hope that this storm is hitting Louisiana right now and just going to disperse. But by the time this video comes out, you guys are going to be able to let me know. So please let me know down below that you guys are all safe and you're doing good and your family is safe and your animals are safe and everything like that. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about an update on Aiden Fousey. And you guys, I have an update for you. Before we go any further, I did want to stop and tell y'all about this delicious new electrolyte mix that I have been drinking by Teamy. It is the Teamy Hydrate Mix. And when Teamy reached out to me about a collab for their new electrolyte mix, I was all over that. I'm like, I'm already trying to get them to drink their water. And I see y'all down in the comment section talking about y'all drinking Dr. Pepper and root beer. No. I need you to drink your water and drink more of it. And this electrolyte mix is not only going to make it easier for you to drink your water, it's going to make it tastier. If you guys did not know, when you are dehydrated, it is going to make your brain more foggy. It is going to make your muscles more sore. When you're dehydrated, you have less energy. I have me some in a little container that I keep in my gym bag. If I'm working out, if I go for a run, I will just put it in my little shaker bottle, sometimes with my BCAAs, whatever, and I drink it. If I'm not working out, then I will just throw it in my handy dandy water bottle here and just make sure that I get my electrolytes in. And it is tasty, it's delicious. Teamy's Hydrate has all kinds of good stuff in it like potassium, calcium, magnesium. If y'all want to try the new Teamy Hydrate, and this is raspberry lemonade, just make sure you click the link down in the description box and use code RANDALL20 so you can save some money. Thanks Teamy for sponsoring this video. So if you guys don't know who Aiden Fousey is, he is the 14-year-old who was accused of his classmate and a little girl in his neighborhood who was 13 years old, and her name was Tristyn Bailey. They both went to the same school together. Aiden had just moved into this neighborhood. Now I have a bunch of videos on it if you guys want to go down the rabbit hole, but if you're here, I am assuming y'all know the story. But just a little tiny refresher, Tristyn had 114 wounds. Over 40 of those were, according to the autopsy, defensive wounds, which means she was fighting hard for her life. And over 30 of them were to her head, her face, and her neck. So, I mean, it was a very brutal stabbing. This was not an accident. This was not a crime of passion that happened in a moment. Whoever did this had, if it was 114 stabs, they had 114 times or 113 chances to change their mind, and they kept going. So we're going to go along with this, talking about it like we have. So again, you guys go and check out the previous videos if you don't know the whole story. There is some security footage that's come out. You guys, we are going to be going over some Snapchats that this Aiden did literally while sitting in a cop car. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be looking at the security footage from in the house with the mom, Crystal. You know, she was arrested for tampering with evidence. But before we get into that, in the Duval County Jail where they are holding 14-year-old Aiden, they do not have have him separated from the adults. So he is actually in there in the jail with every regular adult, every pedo, every dope boy, every drug dealer, every trafficker, every domestic violence case. He is right up in there with the adults. And the prosecution has just recently released that they have a surprise witness from within the county jail. So there is an inmate that is in the county jail that may possibly now be testifying against Aiden because of what Aiden allegedly either said to this inmate or said in front of this inmate. Now, at this time, it is not clear if this inmate already knew Aiden before he went to jail, or if he just befriended Aiden while he was in the jail, or if he is a confidential informant. But what we do know is the prosecution has obtained some phone calls from within the jail that this other inmate made out of the jail and was talking about things that he learned about Aiden and the case with Tristyn Bailey. To follow that up, it has been released that there are 250 witnesses that the prosecutors have against him. 250 witnesses against him? How do you even get that many people? Are you just like, are you getting the bus driver? I mean, the bus driver must have something to say. You know what I mean? The person that sold him some gum at the store must have 250 witnesses. That is a lot of witnesses. Whether he's innocent or guilty, he's done made an impression on 250 people in some way that the prosecution is using those witnesses against him. That's a lot. In the very beginning of this case, in the press conferences that were held, it was said that they had an overwhelming amount of evidence. And this was in the beginning. This is before they started calling witnesses. So I just cannot imagine what the prosecution has got going on if they've got an overwhelming amount of evidence. Okay, his DNA was found on Tristyn's body. We don't know what kind of DNA yet, but it was found on her body, allegedly, okay? Blood was found on his pants and in his sink of his house. We don't know whose blood that is yet. Nevertheless, the jeans that he was wearing the night that he was with Tristyn, they've got him on security footage with Tristyn multiple times, walking back and forth. Aiden changing his story multiple different times, never really giving a straight story. Now they've got somebody in jail with him that is a surprise witness. And they got 250 people to testify against him. They ain't playing, honey. They are not playing with him. He is in trouble. And that's another thing that I wanted to say. When I was researching this, documents are saying that Aiden Fousey, who is 14 years old, he will be 15 in November, is 5'11" and 180 pounds or close to it, which that's a tall, decent sized 14-year-old. 5'11". That is, I'm 5'7" and I'm tall. You know what I mean? 5'11" at 14 years old. And the documents also say that Tristyn was 5'4" and 130. So I mean, this is a I don't say big boy in a derogatory way, but you know what I mean? This is a big 14-year-old. He's gonna well be over 6 foot. So I didn't realize that. When I saw those little videos of him in court crying and wiping his eyes, he's holding himself in the demeanor of like a child, like a little boy. You know, he looks like he's like a little boy, but he ain't no little boy. He's a big boy. All right, so let's get into this footage that they just recently released. Now, you know, Crystal Smith, who is Aiden Fousey's mother, was arrested not long ago for tampering with evidence. Now, she was arrested for tampering with evidence because they say that she intentionally washed blood out of Aiden's jeans in order to possibly cover it up. Well, they were messing with the evidence. Briefly, I'm sure you guys all remember when they were interviewing Aiden that same evening down at the police station. You know, in those interview rooms, there is a microphone and there's a camera. So when they are interviewing you, or if they're sitting you in that room all by yourself, smile because you are on candid camera, right? Well, it says in the documents that Crystal, Aiden's mom, leaned over to Aiden whenever Aiden was asked the question, is there anything on your clothes or jeans or whatever that we should know about or be concerned about? And Aiden said, well, what do you mean? And Crystal leaned over and said, blood, and whispered blood. And then he was like, no. And then it was also said that Crystal tried to tell him to say that he was wearing a different kind of jeans than he was wearing. He was wearing jeans the night that Tristyn was killed. She kind of tried to say in there in front of everybody, but weren't you wearing khakis? No, you were wearing khakis, right? So she knew allegedly that he had on different pair of pants and Well, they released the security footage from the house. Let's look at it right here. So this is the footage from inside the home of Crystal Smith and Aiden Fousey. It looks like they had not unpacked everything yet. If you guys have been following this case, then you know that they had just moved into this home in this neighborhood around 5 months, 6 months prior to this situation. This is the date of May 9th. This is around 12:55 p.m. and Tristyn was reported missing at 10 a.m. So at this point, the cops are looking for her. Crystal walks back inside because Aiden left voluntarily with the deputies at this point. And this is when Aiden took the deputies to the spot that he alleged that he had seen Tristyn at last. So Crystal walks back inside into this room right here. Looks in there for something, closes the door, comes out. She's obviously in a tizzy. She goes up the stairs, past the playroom. She's looking in the bathroom. She's looking for something. She's picking up clothes or something off of the floor is what it seems like. She turns on the light in this little section. I am guessing this is where the sink is. It looks like the sink and the shower of the bathroom may be separated. So she goes back into the bathroom, into the shower. She grabs something out of the shower and is doing whatever she's doing to those clothes. And we're going to see here in just a second that it is a pair of jeans. So you can see the pants leg right there fall down. She's trying to keep it all together. I would assume probably because it's wet. You know how jeans are when they're wet. They hold a lot of water. They drip a lot too. She takes them downstairs. Peeks out the window to the left and then goes out this door, which I would guess this is the garage, is what it looks like. Wonder if there is a washing machine out there. And she comes back in, tries to wipe off the dripped water from the jeans with her feet. And she just keeps looking outside and going back and forth. She has company over at this point. There's other people there. You'll see there's children there. As you see, she's got company. They're starting to come out and come around. She looks nervous. Crystal, the mom, looks nervous. She keeps looking out the window. You see she's looking through the stairs and she's on the phone texting and she's talking to people. And this is what I don't understand. Tristyn's body was not found until later that evening. Her body wasn't even found yet. What did Crystal know already at this point? You know? Why does she look so nervous? Why is everybody standing around like he's already been arrested? These are the questions that I have. Why was she already cleaning his jeans? And the body had not even been found yet. According to the public and the police, she was still alive at this point. So how did she know this? Why does she look so nervous? This is Mother's Day. Why is she sitting on the steps talking to her friend? Why does her friend look so concerned talking to her? It's just a little girl in the neighborhood that is missing right now, probably at another friend's house or something. And the cops are just going around the neighborhood asking everybody, right? That's all it should be. I don't know. Why is she so nervous? I don't know. I really want to find this out. I hope this comes out in court. Again, this is Mother's Day. She has a house full of company, and she is sitting dang near in the fetal position on the stairs looking out the window on Mother's Day. And Tristyn's body had not even been found yet at this point. She seems so nervous. Everybody does. Now, when I watch this, I really do try to have sympathy for a mother, that is in a desperate situation. As a mother myself, I know that we say we would do anything for our children, but there is a line, okay? As a mom, she had to have known something was up with her son, that he was disturbed, not right, in order to even think to go and do that. She had to, in my opinion, this is all my personal opinion, she had to have known something. It does make me wonder, like, if she was going to cover up for this murder, then what next? What's going to happen when you cover up for his murder, if that's alleged what she was doing? You cover up for his murder and he gets off. Let's just say he gets off, whatever. And then he's back home with you, okay? Then you tell him to do the dishes and he comes up to you and says, Mom, I ain't doing the dishes, with his big 5'11" self says, F you, Mom, I ain't doing the dishes. What you gonna do? You gonna spank him so he can stab you in the head? You know what I mean? Like, well, where do you go from there? I really had to think about this as a mom. What do? You gonna be afraid of making your child mad, every time? Like, how do you sleep? How do you sleep at night without the nightmare? So I don't know. I'm really trying not to be judgmental about it, especially until the trial, but all these things go through my mind. Like, if you get him off, if it worked, then what? Then what do? You put him through college and let him be a doctor? I mean, it don't make sense to me. Now let's look at this Snapchat. So the cops go back to his house and they pick him up and this is this 14-year-old boy that's got blood on his pants, been out with Tristyn, allegedly done stabbed her 114 times, and this is what he's posting on Snap.
Having fun in a cop car.
Yep. Tristyn.
What's up, guys? Listen, if you fucking walk out the damn...
When you see this in a month...
This so right on this bitch.
Oh my god.
God. Dude has like flashbangs and shit back there. It's in a fucking cop car, cuz. Tripping, dude.
The lack of conscience, the zero remorse, the audacity, it is terrifying, honestly. It is terrifying to see a 14-year-old or any age that could have just hours before this done this to this little girl or anybody, to sit up in this cop car so nonchalantly, joking around, even saying Tristyn's name. All I can think of is, if he is guilty, he needs to be off the streets. That's terrifying. And then I start thinking again about the mom washing the jeans. What if that would have worked? What if she would have gotten the blood out, and let's say she gets him off and he's found innocent and he comes back home with her? You know what I mean? That's scary. That is just scary to me. Me looking at that Snapchat is scary. Okay? So what do y'all think? I did see a news reporting that said that this is going to be a long process, probably well over a year. I wonder if they're going to keep releasing stuff as time goes, but I'm sure they have. They said they have overwhelming amount of evidence. I wonder what else they have. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. All of my love and support, and all of our love and support, I'm sure, goes to Tristyn's family, her loved ones, her classmates, anybody that cared about her and loved her. And it's just so devastating. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like it, it's a free way that you can help your girl out. And until next time, I love you guys so very much. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye. Love you guys. Bye.